Welcome to our fourth edition of Inside the Film Room, and we're here with Austin Peay head football coach Will Healy. Coach, once again, we thank you for being here. And last week, Austin Peay was at Jacksonville State, final score being 34-14, but although the score didn't show it, the defense did step up, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it with our first defensive play.
Yeah, I thought the defense played great. We still gave up a couple big plays, but as far as an attitude and energy and enthusiasm, very proud of what they were able to do. One of the top offenses in the country, and thought our guys had a really good mindset, played extremely hard. You'll see a couple clips here starting off at the beginning. They're down in the red zone area. They've got one of the top quarterbacks, one of the best offensive players in FCS football, and so we knew it would be a tough day for us. Got a lot of really good play from Nick Putman this week. We get some movement up front. Nick Putman does a really good job with the two defensive tackles, Jewel Pace, Nick Putman. Thought we did a much better job with our defensive line getting off the ball, rushing the passer this past week. If you let Eli Jenkins, their quarterback, sit back in the pocket too long, he'll get after you. And really good job getting pressure here. You can see some excitement there by James Bond, our safety. Finding ways to get off the field on third down is a big deal for us.
Yeah, and thanks to the defense, Jacksonville State was actually held just under 75 yards in total passing. All right, Coach, this time we're going to stick with the defensive side once again. What did you see here?
Well, we decided to bring some edge pressure, and they run a little bit of a zone read action here. They hand the ball off to the tailback. Great job by Malik and Zach Stewart being able to make a tackle for a loss. You can see the excitement again by our defensive side of the ball, the hand up. That means fourth down. Those guys are ready to get off the field. I think we forced them here into a field goal situation, and they ended up missing the field goal. So another big stop for our defense. I thought they played well and with a lot of emotion all day.
All right, Jacksonville State this time on their own 22-yard line, a big third down. Defensive line steps up here.
Yeah, again, we bring pressure. We knew we had to make sure and make them a little bit uncomfortable. Great job by Sean Whittinghill here. Gunnar Shalato gets involved on this tackle. We get good penetration up front, and we get another TFL. And so really big play for us. Got them off the field. Again, guys jumping up and down, playing really good football, playing hard football. That's why we're supposed to play defense around here.
All right, our fourth play, another defensive play here. And your freshman cornerback, Trent Taylor, gets up with a big one here. Tell us about it.
Big third down. Trent's been playing really well for us all year long. So what they do is they end up running a hitch route by the outside guy here at the bottom of the screen, a seam route by the inside guy. We tell Trent we got to drive the ball. We got to make sure and know where the sticks are. Trent does a really good job of driving the football, playing through the back, playing the ball in the air, which is something we've been talking about a lot. He's able to knock the ball out and force him into a fourth down and a punt. So Trent's been a big-time player for us. We're lucky to have him, and I know he'll be really, really big-time as we go further with this thing. So proud of what he's doing for our defense.
All right, now, Coach, on the offensive side of the ball, Tamarius Mitchell, your quarterback, comes up with a huge play on fourth down. What did you see here?
Well, I thought it was big to go for it. We were down 7-0, and I wanted to make sure our guys understood we were there to win the football game. So we get in a heavy set here. We're in 22 personnel. We ended up running what we call the power read play. So we'll pull the backside guard, number 55, Ethan Self right there. Ethan does a great job. Tamarius reads the front side defensive end. He ends up pulling the ball and barely has enough room to be able to get in the end zone. Really good wheels there by Tamarius. Again, a lot of excitement by our football team. Huge fourth down conversion, and this tied the game up at 7-7. So I thought it was important for us to start fast. I wanted to set the tone early, and really good read and run here by Tamarius Mitchell.
Once again on the offensive side of the ball, Coach, this time Tamarius Mitchell making a play through the air.
It was important for us to convert third downs, and this was a great job by Tamarius with some pocket movement. You can see what we call the drive concept. So Jared will come back up underneath. Rashawn will get to about 12 yards and run an in route, a dig route. Good job by Tamarius moving up in the pocket, finding some time, delivers a really good ball. I believe it was like a 3rd and 12 conversion here for our offense to be able to stay on the field. So great throw, great catch, big conversion. We were only 3 of 16 on third downs on the offensive side of the ball. This was one of the really big ones. Got to continue to improve that. But this was a really good job by Tamarius here. Great throw and catch, big time route by Rashawn as well.
All right, third offensive play this time, another one through the air, and Beard coming up, a guy that we've talked about quite a bit lately. What does he do here?
Well, we run a little quick glance route here by Jared, get a quick play-action pass, and looks like they end up blowing a coverage on the outside for a pretty easy score there. But tried to force the ball to Jared a lot on Saturday, and I think he ended up having 4 or 5 catches. We've got to do a better job of continuing to get the ball in his hands. He's been really good for us this year, and we'll just call one late here, making sure that our guys continue to play hard at the end of football games no matter what the score is, having that mentality that we're just going to keep fighting, have that blue-collar mold to us, and very proud of how our guys finished the game on Saturday. So big touchdown, great job by Jared, and really good throw by Tamarius.
Welcome in, Gus fans. I'm Kevin Young, Athletic Communications Manager here with Austin Peay Football, joined by senior wide receiver Rashawn Coleman. Rashawn, early part of the season, Govs have had some difficult times, played a great game against Jacksonville State. You had 3 catches in the first half, pulled you into a tie for 10th all-time in career receptions. Walk us through that last game.
Just the way our defense came out and started the game off for us, I think, they just brought an energy that I haven't seen in my 3 years. It's been my 4th year here, and I think that really helped us play physical throughout the game and just turn the ball over a little bit too many for when you're playing the number 3 team in the country. But I think the energy was there, and I think we had a certain swag about us that was pretty cool to see.
Swag, you touched on that. It's not something that's been associated with Austin Peay football. How is Coach Healy, the new coaching staff, and you guys have bought into having the swag and having that kind of positive reinforcement and momentum going into things?
Well, they take care of us, and they do a great job of showing us that we matter, and that was definitely something that Coach Healy wanted to show not only the seniors but the rest of the players as well, and they do a great job of that. And when coaches show you that they care about you, you just want to go and play for them and give the best that you have. Why not have fun while doing that? You know what I mean? And so I think that's what has kind of gave us that swag this year.
You have a few games left in your Austin Peay career. You've worn many hats here. You're one of 4 guys on the team to have a 100-yard rushing game. You're also one of 3 guys on the team to have a 100-yard receiving game under your belt. Kind of go through the whole Austin Peay football career in these last few games and how important that is to you.
It was just an amazing opportunity. I never really signed here, but it was a great opportunity to come here and play football. And I got a late call in May, and they said that I had a chance to be on the football team here. And at first I didn't even know what Austin Peay was, but I looked it up and I was very impressed with the city and the program and what they were doing with athletics at that time. And just being here, being able to come in and play great teams, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Ohio, teams like that. I mean, it was a great opportunity to compete. That's all I wanted to do, and whatever the coaches need me to do, that's what I wanted to do.
So what's next for Rashawn Coleman? You talk about competing. How are you going to compete next step? What's your major? What are your plans when you graduate?
I'm actually a finance major, and I'm graduating this spring. And I actually have an internship with Northwestern Mutual in Nashville in the spring. So that'll be really fun for me. I want to get out there and just help people do what they want to do and accomplish their goals, and be competitive with their life and live an American dream, as everybody calls it. And that's what I want to do. And definitely playing here for the last 4 years, I think that's definitely prepared me for that next step.
Yeah, you've played here for 4 years, but you have 3 home games left. What's the emotions you're going to feel when you run through the tunnel in the helmet for the first time and walk out of here with Austin Peay on your chest?
The first time I ran through the helmet, it was just an amazing experience. Being out here, and that's back when we didn't even have the new stadium. So when we got the new stadium and running out, the helmet, it's just an incredible blessing. And, the last time that I get to do it, I'm definitely gonna, take in the moment and be in the moment, and we'll get this run here going, starting with this week, homecoming against Mercer, and then we'll pick it up and start to pick up momentum. But it's been an incredible journey and incredible opportunity to play for you. So.
Rashawn, thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
like we said, Coach, final score 34-14 at Jacksonville State, but a very good football team. What were your overall thoughts on this game?
Well, I thought we played hard, and again, that's got to be a staple of how we play football here. But, you know, I think what our guys learn is when you're in tight football games with really good football teams, the little things that we preach every day in practice show up, and they matter. You know, I thought that we gave them the ball on the 1 yard line, down 14-7, which was a big turnover in the game. Then they make it 21-7, and we kind of had some wind let out of our sails a little bit. But I think it showed our guys we can compete with anybody in the country. It was the number 7 ranked offense in the country, and we held them to we held them to less yards than what LSU did. And offensively, they're one of the top 3 defenses in the country. And when we executed well, we moved the ball on them and very effectively and efficiently. So it's back on us. You know, we've got to play well. We've got to execute well. We've got to play hard. And when we do, I think we'll be tough to beat. But we can't give the other team any gifts. And those little things showed up big on Saturday. Proud of their effort. I think it convinced them that we can win big football games here down the stretch. But they got to believe it. They've got to practice like it. And I think they've put in a lot of work. We're improving each and every week. And it's time for us to go get paid.
And both teams on both sides of the ball did execute in certain areas and had troubles in others. But moving forward on to the next game, this week you have Mercer at home for homecoming. What do you look forward to in that game, and what have you seen so far?
Mercer's a really good football team. We played them last year when we were at Chattanooga, and we were ranked number 3 in the country, and they upset us. So it's a newer program. Bobby Lamb's the head coach there, who used to be at Furman for a long time. Great football coach. They've got great facilities. They're building a really good football program there. Have recruited against them a bunch, so I know how talented their players are. So it'll be a really tough test for us. I think their running back's a really good player. Quarterback's played 4 years of football for them. They got some weapons on the perimeter. I know defensively up front they're very good. So again, I think we've got to play well to have a chance to win the football game this week. I hope it'll be a great atmosphere for homecoming. I think our guys are excited about being back at home and making a name for themselves on how we play at home. We've got to play better at home. And so looking forward to this week. I think our guys have come in each and every week with the right mindset. They practiced extremely hard. They've given us the effort that we've wanted out of it. And, you know, now we're hoping that we can reap the rewards.
And Govs Nation is certainly excited to catch you this Saturday at home. Once again, it's a homecoming game against Mercer. Coach, we thank you again for being here. We appreciate all that you've done thus far. This is the 4th edition of Inside the Film Room with head coach Will Healy.